How we doing? I'm back. Yeah, got myself some more drink. Yeah, it's two things I did miss on that last one. It was about that Baptist. Yeah, turns out that yeah, there was one with every one of the daughters of Christ, and they protected the Christ line. Turns out they didn't know they were doing it after the third one because the guy that knew died with that information rather than give it up because they were trying to find that because back in that day they knew the rumors and they heard the rumors and they were scared of the rumors. They did not want the Christ line to be alive, and yeah, they hunted them. Yeah, uh, bad people, bad people. Anyway, yeah, so the Baptists corrected that and kept it protected, and they didn't know they were actually doing that, but they did. Turned out there was thousands of years, a thousand year at least, in Ireland was the Christ line that the women were there. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. So anyway, also the other part about that outgoing force, I messed up on that. When I told you that the inner force makes black holes, the outer force, the stuff that pushes out. We've been knowing that the galaxies are pushing away from each other, and we had no idea why they were doing that. It turns out we're filling up that void between them with that outer force. Turns out every sun in every galaxy is creating that outer force. All the atoms that are being popped. Yeah, yeah, they're filling that little void up like a lake, and so yeah, all the galaxies are pushing away from each other. It's because that void is being filled continuously by all the other galaxies. So that's the other half of that. Because, like I said, you got to understand what dark matter is, and the real understanding of it is those two halves. If you don't pop the bubble, you have both halves, and that's why the bubble is a bubble, and it appears to be empty. And as far as we can see, that is exactly what they are, is empty. And popping them, yeah, that's pretty much all we're doing is popping them. We're really not getting anything out of that. Yeah, but anyway, that's a certain joke. We'll get back to that. And this isn't about beating people up. This is about learning, and you're learning what is called avatar theory. It's a real science theory. Yeah, it's a theory that I've been learning for quite a while. I first jotted it down on a piece of paper, and before I left Idaho, it was the first time I had been given the vision of avatar theory, and what it boiled down to is that you're running around in an avatar that will die one day, and then your soul will get transferred to another avatar, a perfect one, on the top side, and that's just the basics of it. But it's far more complex nowadays. But it is a true science theory that it's the meaning of God. And turns out, that secret scroll, the one that we've been waiting for everybody to open so that we could understand the meaning of God, that's avatar theory. If you physically open that scroll, it's a science theory, avatar theory. That's what he gave me, and I've been learning it ever since. Yeah, yeah. And I tell you what, put me through Crazy Train. You guys have no idea how bad my Crazy Train has been. Yeah, I don't want to get into details. Uh, tell my ex-wife I'm Jesus' brother. Way back when I had no idea what the hell I was doing, I did do that. Yeah, 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 and many other crazy things. Um, yeah, but this avatar theory. This is what we're learning. This is what we are. And, we all have souls. Your pet and all the animals in the world, they have a REM sleep too. Yeah, turns out their brain is an antenna too. But they are not evolved enough to attach to a soul yet. We're hoping that people will realize that there are many brains that are close in these animals, chimpanzees and others. These are brains that are close to have enough receptions that they can become aware of themselves. And then they'll be able to attach to a soul. See, we used to be spirits before our brain evolved. And yeah, that was our caveman, literally caveman world. We were just spirits. And we just didn't have enough evolved brain. And we have over the years. And it's come along a lot long way. It's much better. And now we've educated ourselves about our playpen. We got a pretty good understanding of how this playpen works. Yeah, it's not as much of a mystery as it used to be. And with me, I'm clearing up a bunch of this mystery even more because we need to know. And once we know, we can evolve. And that's what Avatar theory is about, is knowledge. With logic, mankind can evolve. See, God's been with us all along. You know, I was telling you that about the Hindus and the making the special rewards and stuff and taking care of their kids and getting different guys. Well, see, he's been in our movies, he's been in our music, he's been in everything. Yeah, watch that Barry Manilow, I write the songs, dude. I'm telling you, he sat right down with them and did that thing, all right? It was about this second coming thing. And there's a bunch of other ones. Yeah. But he has been with us all along. Why do you think we have the movie Matrix? Yeah, it's a lot more real than you thought. Yes, it is. And along with the other movies, Avatar, you know, that he had us preparing for this moment, this second coming, so that we'd be educated. And 2020, yeah, see, that turned out to be the last year the man ran the world. Yeah, that was probably the suckiest world year ever. What do you think, huh? Yeah. Because see, actually, the next year is year number 1. Because see, we have to reset the calendar. That's the way this works. Because we have to wait 2,000 years for the third king now. So technically, we're in year number 2, and the whole 2,000-year counter has to be reset, of course, and we're working towards that 2,000-year counter, and that's when the third king will come, and we'll have proof. See, he gets the cool package, just like Jesus did. You know, they'll be able to do all kinds of cool things in this simulation. I got the shitty package. Yeah, I got logic. And I just have to convince you guys to do the right thing. But here's the thing about it. It's not about you believing me. It is not at all. This is literally about you having the logic to understand it. Because ultimately, it's all on you. I am only giving you the information. You have to decide for yourself if this is true. And if your heart is calibrated, you'll know everything I'm telling you. Yeah, this is true. Yeah, it didn't make sense. Logic all the way. Yeah, we got a lot of science to back all this. Yeah. But, as far as walking on water or anything, I ain't going to be able to do that for you because that would be proof. We can't have proof right now. We've had some really cool things, though. Some very cool things. Can't prove anything, though. Can't prove a damn thing. Isn't that sucky how they do that? That's what I mean, though. It's not about believing me. It's not about believing in God. It's about evolving and understanding the meaning of life and the science theory of Avatar theory. Can you evolve enough to understand Avatar theory? Because some people will not ever get it. They do when they get the Judgment Day. But some people, that old dogs can't learn new tricks. That's you can't talk to someone who knows everything. That's all there is to it. Yeah. If they're a genius, I'm gonna flat earthers. Well, we're gonna have to work with them guys. Oh man, they're such a genius. And don't tell me they ain't, because I'm telling you, man, one of them idiots tried to get up on a rocket and see that everything was flat. Yeah. Yeah, all he got was a quick trip to God. Yeah. No, it's not flat, dumbass. Oh, man, I'm so stupid. All those stupid people have to deal with them. Yeah. And White Walkers, they are asses to elbows in White Walkers up there. People that really, really screwed up in boot camp. Because plain and simple, you need to follow your heart. You need to do the right thing. And you need to evolve and become a person of God. And follow your path. I know I said I was going to talk about your path this time, but I've got to get back to that. There's just so much more that needs to be understood here about this science, because you can't evolve if you can't really understand. See, the problem is we got so many scientists that are telling you so many different directions. We don't know what the hell's up. You know, does milk give me cancer or does it not? What the hell? Yeah. There's a lot of false information out there. There's a lot of phony science out there. And I'm telling you, if he's selling you flat earth tickets, yeah, you got to get away. Everything. I don't have an answer for that one. Except that the people that are creating that false science, the bullshit, yeah, you think you're doing something really good, but you're literally condemning your own soul. Because, see, here's the thing about God. He really loves his children. And see, if you're putting science on the table that is straight-ass bullshit, okay, because you can prove it in some stupid-ass experiment, but it really isn't true, let me tell you, it's misleading his kids. And you know what happens when you show up there? Yeah, we don't like you. Yeah, we do not like you at all. Because you misleaded them. Yeah, you literally took a good kid and taught him stupid. How do you think we're going to feel about that? I really want you to know. How do you think we're going to feel when we stand in front of you and we know that you were no. We know you knew, okay? Yeah. What was it about? Oh, getting rich? Yeah. Or being famous? Yeah. Yeah. So I'm just putting that warning out for all the scientists of the world. Stop the bullshit. All right? Yeah. It's really important. Really, really important, because we can't fix stupid as long as you guys are being stupid. We all got to get on the same page, and we all have to agree on the real science of the world. And if we don't know, we got to say we don't know. Okay? Yeah, it's kind of important. Yeah, and you guys are the scientists, so it's on you, and let's see what we can work out on that one. But to tell you the truth, it is about your path. It really is. Everyone has a path. See, when you're born, you're given a custom path, because see, we know according to your DNA exactly what your avatar is going to be like and what you're going to have to deal with. And everyone's path is custom, because your parents, your neighborhood, your town, your race, everything is figured in. Your weight. There's a lot of different variables that come into your path. Nobody's path is the same. Nobody. Now, you get born and you do your time and you get all the way to 13, 14 years old. That's a time in your life when you're soul awakens. That's a time when you have to decide in your life, what am I going to do with myself? What am I going to be? What do I want in the world? And your soul's awoken. Now, if you got stupid around you and you're working off of your avatar of wants, I want a Corvette, I want $1 billion job, and I want to have everything. Yeah, probably not a very good future for you, but go for it, see what it gets you. On the other hand, if you're interested in learning, interested in getting your hands dirty, doing a real world job, real work, you're going to be all right. It is about serving on this side. When you're born, you're raised, and you serve. You serve. And when you do that, you're rewarded for it. It's very important that you understand that concept of serve. Because we got a real problem with that these days. There's a lot of people that want to be served. They got this entitled attitude in life. See, if you're running around entitled, you are literally losing points daily in your life and how you're acting. And a lot of people don't even realize they are. See, we caused the problem way back. And, the rich people had it really easy back in the day. They were entitled. But we've made it mass production, as always. We really do a good job of making shit big. We got that customer's always right attitude. Yeah. And they come into the store and, yeah, they're entitled. You realize how many points you lose for being entitled? I really need you to understand what it means to be carrying an attitude of entitlement. Because you're one or the other. You either serve or you're entitled. Which one are you? Do you got that customer's always right attitude? Huh? But do you have it because you're working and you want to do what's best for your customers? Or are you that loudmouth customer that pulls out your damn cell phone, starts acting stupid? We have a name for that, but I don't even like that because that poor gal's name is mud now because of that. But plain and simple, we can't act like that. And anyone that wants to get into heaven, they won't be acting like that. See, we have a penalty box up there in heaven. Yeah, it's called purgatory. See, when people act shitty up there, see, I'll be able to come up right behind you and say, I don't think that's right. I don't think that is right at all that you acted like that. And I can put you in this little penalty box. Yeah, purgatory. See, there you go. And you don't have an avatar to cruise in. Yeah, it's just your soul. You can't scratch your nose because you ain't got a damn nose. Okay? You stay there until I tell you can get out. And when you get out, I put you back in your avatar. And you better act right. Because we got the 3 marks of the beast up there too. If you can't behave, we don't want you. Plain and simple. If your attitude of life is that you're entitled, yeah, you're going to have a tough time up there. Yeah. See, here's the thing about being a god that you need to understand. Imagine sitting down and getting to know somebody, really getting to know them, like spend a half hour with them. And imagine doing that with 1 billion people at the same damn time. And over that same half hour, you have literally got to know 1 billion people at one time. See, that's just a taste of what it is to be God. To be God is to know everyone like that. to literally be able to sit with everyone and talk to them. Yeah, yeah. And just so you know, on the top side, the goddess that I want to get eventually. I don't know about this damn thing. I have no idea what's going on out there in the world, but I will be able to give her your entire life in a 2-minute download. Literally. Because, see, she won't get to know the boot camp side unless she needs to. If she's having a problem with a guy and I just don't understand. What did he go through in boot camp? Here. And I'll give her a 2-minute download. She will live your entire life in 2 minutes. And she can do multiple lives at the same time. She can literally take the downloads of anyone that I give her in less than 2 minutes. And totally lived your entire life. And then she'll be able to get you a little bit better, understand you more. Because they don't get to see this side. This side is strictly the Father and us. I mean, technically, we're just with Him, because, see, we're one. We're not individuals. I'm an individual right now because I'm in flesh and I'm still walking in boot camp. But as soon as I get to the top side, I will be one with Him, and we will all be one. And it will be one. Oh, boy, one. Yeah. And I just can't wait because they've been driving me nuts on this side already. And, yeah. He says it'd be much better up there. But I'm hoping. I you tell me I don't have a damn choice. Yeah, he's right. It's cool. It's all cool. Anyway, it is about figuring it out, running around with your attitude in the world. And there's 3 big sins that we have to stop. 1 is lies, 2 is crime, and 3 is cruelty. Yeah. The 7 deadly sins, yeah, those are bad habits. But these three, yeah, they are the deadliest for your soul. We have to stop lying. We have to understand, we're not lying to anybody. If you think you're getting away with it, you kind of are on this side. But you won't be up there. And if you lived a life of lies down here, you don't have a really good future up there. Yeah, no matter how clever you were down here. Yeah, it turns out that whole IQ thing, yeah, it's about reception. Some avatars, their brain, their avatar, has the shittiest reception ever. And, they don't have a very good IQ. And they have a hard time with a lot. And it's just their avatar. It's nothing it's their fault. Our avatars are literally a roll of the dice of a combination of DNA from our parents, with the exception of mine. And the others that have the genius IQ, yeah, it turns out they just got a good antenna. Yeah, that's what it boils down to. They have a really good reception. But here's the cool part. On the top side, everybody has perfect reception. That whole bullshit of being 140 IQ, no. We'll all have perfect IQs on the top side. So bear in mind, yeah, you're struggling right now with room temperature IQ. Yeah, hang in there, buddy. It'll be over soon. Yeah, 60, 70 years, whatever, Yeah, and it sounds like a long time, but 300-400 years up there, and boo, that was a blink. My boot camp was poof. Yeah, I was dumb as a brick too, dude. have some awesome laughs up there on the top side with that one too. All right, yeah. So yeah, your reception is your IQ, and that's the sad part about it. And we might be able to make some of that better. You know, a lot of what I'm telling them about this REM sleep and the hopefully will push scientists in the right direction of maybe working on receptions and increasing it, and Alzheimer's, because that's when you literally have lost your connection. The only thing that runs is life support. Your body doesn't remember a damn thing about your path because that part's not connected anymore, and you're not recording anymore. So it's one of those things. But eventually you'll die, and you'll get back online. And the truth of that is, too, those you'll be able to play back what your body went through, and the people around you that took care of you and nursed you and watched over you, and also the ones that were cruel to you. See, it's the thing about God's History Channel. There's no lies in it. If it happened, it's on tape, plain and simple. And we'll be able to watch all the stories of what's happened. That's the best part about God's History Channel, is there is no lies in it. It is exactly as it happened with the people involved that did it. That's why people need to realize your path is kind of important and being recorded. All right? Do you want to be the one that did the shitty things and be forever remembered as it? Or do you want to be the one that did a really good thing and everybody just loves you up there on the top side because of the good thing you did in the nursery? Your call. Free will. That is what it's all about. So, anyway, I'm going to end it here and let you guys know that your path really kind of is important. And that avatar theory is something you have to evolve into. You have to understand the science, and hopefully we'll have some scientists that work with it, and not ones that are literally condemning their souls to try to pull bullshit. So it's their call. They want to say that I don't know. Probably be the best idea. Yeah. So anyway, the rest of the world, hang in there. Boot camp isn't forever. Everyone dies. Do you do it with honor? That's your call. That is your call. You decide. Free will. That's how it works.